is definitely a lot of information, but then also inspired, connected, really enlightened about some of the information that you've gotten. I know people have been coming up to me to say, I learned something here that I'm going to take home, I'm going to implement, or I'm going to reach out to so-and-so to work on this, that, or the other thing in my local context, and that's what this symposium is all about. It's super complicated work, so there is a lot of information that we're sharing in the context of this symposium, but the work is entirely doable, and all of you, as I said in the very beginning on Sunday, are the warriors doing it, because it is hard work, and I thank you for being here. So I'm going to close us out with a little bit of a mentee, but one of the things that I wanted to say is that our next year's symposium is we already have the date, and we already have the location. It's in next November. So for any of you who want to attend next year, bring more friends or more county partners, community partners, and I will just say youth. Our goal is to have as many youth at this symposium as we do adults. And when I say youth, I mean 0 to 25-year-olds. Who wants to see that? Like, we really, really do want to see that. And how many intergenerational forums do we go to where we're co-creating and co-building by, for, and with youth? Is it frequent? No. Has anyone ever been to one? A couple people. We want to blow that up. Really, we want to think about how to co-create with our young people in a different way. And the other thing that we want to do moving into next year is have way more arts, way more like beatboxing and youth artists. And some of you are artists, by the way. I know Roberto is right there. He's going to do some stuff for us. But some of you are too. And so what we really want to do is create a forum where we learn differently. We learn the way young people want to learn, which is differently than we have learned and we teach. So we want to embed that into the symposium. We want to show there is a way to run our classrooms and our campuses and our community efforts in ways that really can inform and include young people. So I look forward to that for next year because that is certainly our goal. And actually after the symposium next year, one of the days, Sunday or Monday, we want to march across the street to the Capitol. Does anybody want to do that with me? I really do want to march across the street to the Capitol by, for, and with young people. And I want to get the people who make policy there. And I want to stand up with them, by them, for them. I want to stand up for youth and the people who are trying to serve and support them. And one of the things that I will say is, it is easier for us to do our work supporting them if it's easier for them in the environments that they're in. That will make everyone's lives easier, better, stronger, and it will heal us. So we really do want to walk across the street next year. And then after that, I want a concert. So if anybody knows any musicians out there, we really do want an intergenerational concert. Remember, like, we are the world, we are the children. Well, we are the world, and we are the children. And I want some version of that. I don't want that. I want something new that we create, but I really would like to realize that next year. So that will be our goal. So if any of you want to help us do any of that, please reach out and please let me know. If you know artists, if you know musicians, if you have ideas for co-creating learning in this forum that is different than the way we normally do this, please let us know, because my goal for our 10-year, which I cannot believe, is to actually realize that transformation in a symposium and in this learning environment. So with that, we're going to do a quick mentee, and then I'm actually going to invite Roberto up to say some comments because he's going to be my partner in doing that. And he started us off in this symposium, and he's going to close us up. But really quickly, Elizabeth is helping me. We just want to say, how much did you learn? From nothing new to a lot of new insights. We're going to do this quickly. Maybe the most important question that we ask every year is what's needed to help you move forward. So please input whatever you have here, but also just reach out to us. More topics on special education. I love that. As being a special education lawyer for many years, I really do love that. And also, just on that note, the bridge between special education, Section 504, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and all of this wellness work that we're doing and all this whole child work that we're doing is really, really critical for us to be talking about and thinking through. More JI, more special education, love it. More youth, yes. If you know youth, have youth advisories, youth who want to attend and co-create with us, the symposium, please reach out, and we will partner with you. Many of you do. You have youth advisories or youth members of your boards. Please reach out so we can include them. And I don't just mean in the symposium, I mean in the co-creation of the symposium into next year. I'm going to invite Roberto up to close us out and give us some inspiration. And then we're going to break for lunch. And then we're going to break for the day. So thank you for being here. He's not going to stand behind a podium.
One, two, 1, 2. All right, let's give it up one more time for Elizabeth and all the organizers. Give it up for yourselves. Raise your hand if you got something that you're going to bring back to your home ecosystem. Raise another hand if you got something that you are going to be able to implement even in your personal life. This is not just professional, this is also personal, right? And so we're excited for you all to be healthy, whole, and well, because that indeed is an act of transformative resistance and bringing these tools back, creating these ecosystems of health and thriving. So we're excited. As Elizabeth mentioned, we want to have more and more youth voice. And the researcher side of me, I've studied youth voice, and it's funny because we have all these frameworks on youth voice that are generated oftentimes by adults, and a lot of definitions of youth voice that are generated from adults. And so I've been really interested as of late to look at youth voice definitions that come from youth. And they use words like spirit, right? How many of us know young people are thinking more holistically sometimes than us as adults? And they're using words like poetry and art and music and movement. And so young people are not just talking about the oratorical function that we have as human beings, but young people consider their voices being multidimensional, multisensory. And so I'm really excited to co-construct with these young people for the 10-year anniversary. And I just want y'all to be prepared, because this might mean we have some open mics. This may mean that we have some art or some theater and drama. This may mean that we have this multi-sensory, multi-dimensional experience. I just wanted to also note that we are not just trying to include young people. John Powell talks about inclusion is when people are invited to the table, but they have to follow the preset rules. He talks about belonging is when people come to the table and they can co-construct, they can co-define what the rules are and what the culture is going to be. And so that's what we're looking to do, is create this space of belonging that has got some swagger to it. How many of us know young people got some swagger? And as a former young person, I don't know how many other people can identify with that. As a former young person, as I said in my keynote, I wouldn't have gone from the LD to the PhD had I not had these places of radical belonging, these beloved communities, these spaces of swag, which for me was hip hop. And so that helped me to detoxify from the poisonous ideology that would have led me down a very different path. And so to kind of give y'all a little bit of a flavor, a little bit of a taste, because how many of us know sometimes, especially in this historical moment that we're in, we're going to have to take some risk, y'all. We're going to have to do some stuff that maybe we haven't done before. And I think one of the joys and one of the energies that young people give to us is the capability to take risk and to step out. And so in that spirit of taking risk, I wasn't planning to share any comments here, and then they were like, hey, why don't you do a freestyle? And I'm like, I don't know. But in the spirit of taking risks, we're going to try to drop a little beat and a little rhyme here. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but we're going to have fun, all right? So, to make sure that this is participatory, and that's the other thing I wanted to make sure that I said, because in the spirit of straight data and hearing from young people, I asked young people on the way out just a few moments ago, what do you want to see more of? And they said, we want to see more participation. They said, look, we get the lectures, we do the lectures, some of them are in college, but we want to interact with the speakers and interact with the adults more. And they said they want more things led by youth, right? More things that are, again, multisensory. And so in that spirit of participation, I'm curious, we're going to kind of popcorn it out. What are a few things specifically that you're taking with you from this conference? And just shout it out. We have enough. That is a radical idea. When are we ever trained or taught that we have enough in this capitalistic colonial system? My God, that is so radical. When can we say we have enough? We are enough. Come on. Ecosystem, not ecosystem. Yes, how about from some of the folks in the front? Anything? What comes to mind? What's resonating? Just give me a word. Community, yeah. Transparency, good. Okay. All right, well, I'd like to also introduce my friend, Dr. Elliot Gann.
Check, 1, 2. How y'all doing? No, I said, how y'all doing? Turn me up.
Yes,
Turn me
1,
up.
2.
Turn me up. Can you bring my level up, please, on the mic?
It's a little
1, 2,
muffled,
1, 2.
but, we kind of
Check.
do what we can with what we have. 1, 2.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to drop a beat and maybe some words here, and we'll see how it goes. Dr. Elliot Gann
Yes, sir.
is one of the pioneers in hip-hop as healing. And so he travels all over the world helping young people to understand the therapeutic process of making beats and telling their stories and metabolizing from the traumatic experiences in a cool, critical, and creative way. And so I'm just so honored that you're here, brother, and to share the stage with you.
Thank you for having me.
And tell us, what do you have set up over here?
All right, so I run a nonprofit called Today's Future Sound. We're based in Oakland, California, but we work all around California, the world. And we use oftentimes beat machines like this. This is called the Ableton Push. It controls Ableton Live, which is on my computer. We use it to teach kids as young as 7 years old on up in primary and secondary schools, juvenile detention, and community settings how to make their own beats. I am not DJing. I'm performing original beats. I'm not playing someone else's beats. I'm playing mine. And we help kids to make their own albums, to learn to record. It's STEAM, it's STEM, it's therapy, it's education, it's community building, it's everything. That's why when we met, 10, 15 years ago at what was a Boost conference, we were walking the streets with one of my instructors in LA freestyling together. We have the shared identity of hip-hop culture.
We bonded that way, too. Yeah, really deeply, for sure.
Yeah, so, and did you tell him about the new book?
I did not.
Oh,
I did not.
Come
okay,
on.
So we just published a book called Hip Hop is Healing, The Art and Science of Healing in Tumultuous Times. So we did a full book tour in South Africa a couple weeks ago, and the book is going to be released here in the U.S. during the holidays, co-edited by myself and Emil YX, who is like the, I don't know, how would you, he's like the Chuck D of South Africa.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He's like a revolutionary hip-hop artist. And this is the copy of the book. Thank you, Mary Jane. And it will also be available in digital format. We have QR codes sprinkled throughout the book so you can access the songs that we discuss have helped to heal us. You'll see some of our healing work in the communities. There's documentary films that are attached to the QR codes. And then we discuss how we're leaning into sustainability and trying to impact young people 7 generations from now. So thank you so much. Please look out for that this holiday season. And if you guys are knowing that hip-hop is a modality for healing, when I say hip-hop, you say it's healing. Hip-hop as?
Healing.
Hip-hop as?
Healing.
All right. And I got a feeling that my man's going to be revealing something that's going to be getting us moving into the evening. Let's go. You got a beat?
Oh, I got a little something for y'all.
How about we get a little hand clap once the beat comes in? Boom. Little hand clap. Yeah. 1, 2. When I say breaking barriers, y'all say now, breaking barriers, breaking barriers. When I say breaking barriers, y'all say now, breaking barriers, breaking barriers. Yo, about to come with more than a huff. Yo, because I got to believe that we are enough. Yes, we have enough, and you know we got to give it to our children. Yo, why do we live in a world that has so many billionaires? Yo, I'm just trying to understand how we pass it to our heirs. It's like that, and I get the revealing that the sound is even permeating beyond the ceiling. We talk about healing. We talk about community. Yo, I think this language of love, we got to speak it fluently. Beloved, community is about unity. And that's what we're trying to bring, trying to help these young people have hope so it's like the wings and they start flying across the horizon, maybe roaring like a lion. Yo, I do it for my people, coming together like the feathers of an eagle, knowing that good will always overcome evil. Do it like this, yo, we can't stop the people, yo, they, you know they got the power. This very moment, this minute, this very hour, because we know that the administration might try to come to devour, but yo, they didn't know we were flowers, and we growing in the concrete, and sometimes my rhymes, they may be not on beat, but that's all right, because we revealing the hip-hop, y'all, it's really healing. Give it up for my man over here with the beat, because you know that he can.
Thank you.
Breaking barriers, we do it right now. Breaking barriers. Coming all up in every area. I'm feeling free, no, I ain't no victim. We not just getting trapped and making an ecosystem. We co-constructing an ecosystem together, because that's how we co-construct and make it much better. It's not about me and you in the silo. It's not about me, the knowledge and what I know. It's about the collective. It's about us being critical, cultural, and also introspective. Because those closest to the problem are closest to the solution. Yes, you know we got the antidote to detoxify from this pollution. About to pass it to my man to the left of me, because with the beats and the rhymes, he's got the recipes.
I got the recipes, yeah, man, I cook it up. Keep a freestyle up in my brain like a paper cup, containing knowledge and maybe some Reese's Pieces. Yeah, what the Republicans speak is feces. I disagree, and a lot of the Democrats, we need to get rid of them and replace it with progressives. Kick a freestyle, I'm never regressive, just moving to the future like I was human sound. Kick a freestyle that's mildly profound. Yes, indeed, I gave him a kick in the derriere, kicking freestyles like a Harrier.
When we say breaking, y'all say barriers. Breaking, breaking. When we say breaking, y'all say barriers. Breaking, breaking. Yo, 10 years, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have all these young people. Hopefully we can have them releasing their album, releasing their solutions, not just with data and the science, that's part of it, but also with the art, the culture, the social media, the swagger. This movement that we are longing for is in our young people. They need the space and the permission to give birth to this reality that is waiting to displace our current reality. So thank you all so much for your participation, your love, and your support. And the movement is going to keep on moving. So thank you.
Much love, y'all. One more time for Dr. Roberto Rivera. If y'all want swag and stickers, we got them. Come see us. Take care, y'all. Appreciate you.